What if I told you that one of the most passionate racing regions in America has struggled to break through in NASCAR's elite ranks? It's true, and the story behind it is both fascinating and frustrating. New England, a land rich in motorsport tradition, has produced countless skilled drivers and vibrant local racing scenes, yet its representation in the NASCAR Cup Series remains oddly sparse. This isn't just a tale of missed opportunities. It's a reflection of systemic challenges, cultural nuances, and the ever-present tension between grassroots racing and corporate-backed ambition. Let's dive into the paradox of New England's racing legacy and ask, can this region finally claim its place among NASCAR's stars? The modified mystique, a talent pipeline that never fully opened. New England's Modified Tour is legendary. These open-wheel, high-precision machines are the heartbeat of local racing, drawing crowds to tracks like New Hampshire Motor Speedway, where the action is raw, competitive, and unfiltered. Drivers like Ryan Preece have thrived here, racking up wins and championships in a series that demands skill, strategy, and pure grit. Yet, despite this fertile ground, the leap to the Cup Series has remained elusive for most. Why? As Preece explains, it's not just about talent, it's about visibility. In an era where sponsorships and social media presence often outshine traditional racing ladders, New England's grassroots approach clashes with NASCAR's modern pathways. Coming from the Northeast, Preece told Front Stretch, "You're racing at places like Stafford or Thompson, where the focus is on passion, not promotion. The old-school way was to build a fan base track by track. But now, kids start with Legends cars or Bandoleros and jump straight to ARCA or trucks. That's a different game." This shift, he argues, leaves drivers from smaller markets at a disadvantage. They're not just racing against better-funded competitors. They're competing for attention in a system that favors early, flashy moves over steady, local progress. The Logano exception and the cost of ambition. Joey Logano, a three-time Cup champion from Connecticut, is a rare success story. His family moved south when his talent became undeniable, a decision that mirrors the broader reality for many Northeastern drivers. "You have to move to Charlotte if you want to do it right," Logano admitted bluntly. "That's where the teams are. That's where the opportunities are." His words highlight a bitter truth. Geographic proximity to NASCAR's power centers often trumps regional pride. But does that mean New England's drivers are doomed to play catch-up? Or is there a way to bridge the gap without abandoning their roots? The ghosts of past champions and future hopes. History isn't kind to New England's Cup hopes. While legends like Pete Hamilton, 4 Cup wins in the 1970s, and Ricky Craven, 2 wins, carved out moments of glory, their careers were often fleeting or part-time. Today, only Logano and Preece stand as full-time Cup drivers hailing from the region. Craven, now focused on revitalizing Speedway 95 in Maine, sees a path forward. His 10-year plan to upgrade the track isn't just about infrastructure. It's about creating a launchpad for local talent. Young drivers need a goal, he insists. NASCAR has to recruit, not just rely on existing pipelines. We need a New England champion. But here's where it gets controversial. Is NASCAR's current model inherently biased against regions like New England? Critics argue that the sport's emphasis on Southern-based teams and sponsorships creates a self-perpetuating cycle, sidelining drivers from less commercially viable markets. Could a New England Cup champion even exist without radical changes to how teams scout and develop talent? And if such a driver emerged, would they face resistance from a fan base still skeptical of the region's ability to produce elite racers? The emotional hook. Why local heroes matter. For fans in New England, the absence of Cup champions isn't just a statistic. It's a personal sting. Craven, Logano, and Preece all acknowledge the emotional weight of representing their home states. "Every time I come back to run a Cup race," Craven said, "I feel like I'm giving people a hometown hero to cheer for." Preece echoed this sentiment, noting that his local fans, mini-stock racers and track regulars, respect his road less traveled. In a sport where brand loyalty is king, these connections are invaluable, But can they be enough to shift NASCAR's trajectory? The road ahead. Can New England rewrite its history? New England's racing culture is alive and well. The Modified Tour continues to churn out stars, and grassroots events buzz with energy. Yet the road to the Cup remains steep. Craven's Speedway 95 project, Preece's persistence, and Logano's success offer hope. But the challenges remain daunting. As the sport evolves, will NASCAR prioritize regional diversity, or will it cling to its Southern-centric identity? And for drivers like Preece, who say, the racing's true, it's real, does authenticity matter more than exposure in the long run? We'd love to hear your take. Is New England's underrepresentation in the Cup Series a flaw in NASCAR's system, or simply a byproduct of the sport's competitive nature? Can a Northeastern driver ever dominate the Cup like a Hendrick or Penske product? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We're all ears. About the author, Amy Henderson is a veteran NASCAR journalist with 2 decades of experience and 6 National Motorsports Press Association awards. As a New Hampshire native turned North Carolina enthusiast, she brings a unique perspective to the sport. Her work appears in publications from Athlon Sports to Kenny Wallace's website, and she's a regular panelist on the Hard Left Turn podcast. Follow her insights every week on Front Stretch.